You're on.
All right, we're going to be covering the monoplata from the mount. This is the most basic way to start understanding the monoplata. It's not the most plausible entry for no-gi grappling, but it is a very plausible entry for MMA, and you're going to see footage of guys like Shinya, Aoki, and Vinny, Magalhaes that have used this to finish fights in MMA. So let's assume that we've got our low mount posture here, and our opponent has reached up to hug us to stop us from sitting. He doesn't want me to sit up and crack him in the head. If he doesn't hold me, hey, relax. If he doesn't hold me, I can sit up here and crack him. He doesn't want that, so he stays close and he hugs me nice and tight. When I feel that, I can use my hands to push up off the mat. I want to turn my base from this center line over towards 45 degrees and pop up on my outside foot at the same time. So I'm going to go from here to here. As that happens, I'm going to weave my outside hand, so the same hand that I popped to the foot with, I'll weave that under my leg and grab his shoulder as I pop his head loose. So I go from here to here. So, here. And now I can base here. Okay? This is really important that I open my base this way. Otherwise, my leg is going to stay heavy right here. If my leg is heavy, then I have to use like flexibility tricks to pull my foot over. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but not everybody has that option. So once I've popped his head free here with my hand and with my posture, you strike him from this position, but I don't want to stay here. I want to drop a plumb line from my nose to the mat here. So it's going to drop here to the far side of his body. Not over him. Right here, I don't have the base. Right here. So I open my knee out, and now I've got complete control of the position. His best option, well, he doesn't really have a best option. So once I'm here, now my leg is very light because my base is shifted here. So I can move my foot freely over his face. Can you take your arm back even with me like in this relaxed position here? What about when it's over here? So it's easy for me, whereas if I'm right here and my weight is still shifted this way, I have to shift my weight this way, grab my foot, and then he has opportunity to start moving me towards my back. I don't want that. Drop the plumb line over here, open the base out. Now your foot's light to do whatever you want. Now I can base, crack him, and start to move my butt nice and tight along his spine so that I sit on the mat right here under his shoulder. You have to be really careful with this part because if they're not very flexible on their shoulder, you get the tap during this movement. So be really conscious of how your partner feels here. So I'll move from here to here. And now see how I hold this tight? I make pressure from my outside knee towards my opposite knee. And that's what gives me the finish. Now I'm going to move my butt this way so I can post on this hand. Move my, just a touch here. And if I slam my hips in that direction, he's going to have a visit to the ER coming up. Alternatively, if his thumb begins to turn towards the ceiling and I lose the grip on him, then I come underneath and grab him like a C-clamp, close my elbow, pinch my knees, straighten my back, and slowly start easing towards the mat. And if it's a fight, then I take his arm back to the house and feed the kids. That's the monoplata from the mount.